Hi and welcome to the Mothership. My name is Sasha. Let's see what our messages are for today. At Yolot, we have Shochi. So when we move into this space within our heart center, this is where we take the accumulated lessons and even tribulations, and we take all of our experiences and we begin to have these epiphanies and spiritual downloads and understandings. This is where our spirituality and our wisdom flowers and blossoms and brings us into this enlightened state. And this state is temporary, but this state is a beautiful place to be. So, as we have this in our heart, this can also be our heart space expanding, and we're bringing in this new vibration and alignment within ourselves. And it's causing us to have this spiritual illumination. So, this spiritual illumination will also be drawn into the other quadrants of the reading. Let's move into Mati, the mind. Here we have Ozomat. This is the monkey. And this is all about using your intellect and cultivating your knowledge and wisdom. The monkey will grab a hold tightly of knowledge and wisdom and will not let go. So, this meaning in your Mati sector is about research, development, deep analysis, and study, and getting to that information that will bring this enlightenment. Let's look at Teoli, the emotions. We have Koyol Shaki, the moon. So this is about understanding that emotions are energy in motion. This is about understanding that your emotions and your energy are affected by one another, and that when you clear out the emotions, your energy is free and clear as well. The emotions are there to give you a guide and alert you if there's something that needs to be addressed. So there's a need to follow your own rhythm. There's a need to follow the guidance you receive from within, your own intuition, and also to understand that emotions will change. And as you move through your emotions, you will also be moving and adapting through the changes that are happening within you. There's a suggestion that you create like an emotional journal, if you will, where you're actually processing your emotions by writing them and looking at them and seeing the patterns, the cyclical nature in your emotions. And if you're having repetitive emotions, using your mind and your intellect and that power of research to find those concurrent patterns within your mind and your emotions. Let's move to Tonakat, the body. Again, we have Ocelot. This is the jaguar. This reminds you to not take into excess and not to deprive yourself. So this is achieving total balance, and you may also need to really harness your own power in your body. And I'm hearing one thing, if you have energetic leakages, this is where you might need to do some energy work as well, so that you can have more vitality in your body. And this is also about bringing things into balance and harmony. And this is more about doing this completely and holistically and being very dedicated to it. The jaguar is an excellent stalker. You may need to stalk yourself and your eating patterns, for example, your sleeping patterns, and see where you need to balance yourself out. Let's move to Teat, the spirit. We have Tezcatlipoca. Tezcatlipoca is known as Quetzalcoatl's twin. This can represent the shadow side of your nature, but the card itself is the smoked mirror, which is also a meaning of Tezcatlipoca. And this is a very significant meaning in when you look at the reflection of yourself, the mirror is smoky. You cannot see the true reflection of yourself. There is something overshadowing you, or you are having a false perception. You are in delusion within the spiritual view of yourself. And remember, we do have the flower, the shochit, at the center of the reading, which is bringing through this spiritual illumination. So there's something that you need to address within this viewpoint. And this can also just be the ego in general. This can be thinking that you're better than other people. This can be thinking that you're lacking in self-worth. It doesn't matter what your pattern is. It's just alerting you that something is standing in the way of your light. And this is false. This is a false perception that you're seeing. There's on the card, there's a picture of a hand, and this represents zero. This represents 0 point in your center point, where you can either begin something brand new or put something to rest. So this denotes also that there's something that needs to be wrapped up, perhaps, to have this spiritual illumination, or that you need to actually just step into action and remove this falsity and this projection. When you act out of this projection of this false self, there is no way that you will create anything of substance because it is built on a falsity. And then later in the cycle, that part of you will have a tower moment or a crumbling. So there's an immediate need to address this and to see what that is for yourself. And if you are not able to see this clearly in yourself, this community has many people who can do readings to get into your subconscious and pull that out so that you can begin addressing it and knowing what to work on. You can look to book Sophia, you can look to book Jojo, you can look to book Joey. I can also do image readings, so any one of us can help assist you in that. And this is just a greater calling to step into action and to remove that for yourself so that you can really move into this spiritual blossoming.